The Turkana tribe has about 500,000 people and lives in one of the most inhospitable places on earth, the desert between northern Kenya and southern Sudan. So northern Kenya over here and southern Sudan. Why inhospitable? Because of this extreme drought. The Turkana people have a reputation of being toughened warriors, and they are feared by their neighbors. They live for their livestock, oxen, camels, goats, and sheep, and they will do everything to protect them. They are monotheistic in the sense that they have a creator, a kui, who is the bringer of rain, which to the Turkana is synonymous with life. Livestock is the greatest indicator of wealth amongst the Turkana. That's why their culture is predicated on raiding the livestock of their neighboring tribes, the Toposa and the Karamayong. The Turkana men love fighting. Some of them even carry around Kalashnikovs. Women, on the other hand, try to express their wealth by wearing an extravagant number of beaded necklaces, so many that their necks are never seen. Now, what made these people even more angry was the imperial power's ludicrous method of creating borders. Turkana land, over here, was split between Sudan, Uganda, and Kenya. The Turkana land was eventually integrated to Kenya, although it was cut off from the rest of the country by the Closed Districts Ordinance, which prevented all but a few officials from entering the area. It was only until 1964 that the ordinance was repealed and that the area was deemed safe enough to let people travel through it. Because the Turkana people were left alone for most of the 20th century, they weren't aware of all the political and economic changes that post-colonial Kenya was going through. For this reason, there were only minimal changes in their lifestyle. As we all know, the continent of Africa is divided into many nation-states. Now, all these nation-states consist of different tribes that all have different cultures and languages. Here, to give you some examples, apart from the Turkana language, Kenya has 68 other languages. Tanzania has 128, Congo 242, and Nigeria more than 500. This makes that there's a mutual incomprehension between these tribes, and that makes working together on a social and political level very hard. The answer to this problem, in Kenya as indeed in much of East Africa, has been to adopt Swahili as a common language. Swahili was originally a language for trade. It mixed local Bantu dialects along the East Coast with elements of Arabic, Portuguese, French, German, and English. For the Turkana, Swahili has some uses for trading, but not much else. Swahili is just a practical necessity. But still the Turkana language is in danger. In Loki's government-run school, it's evident that Turkana is not being taught at all. Instructions are either in Swahili or English for some subjects. So, the young Turkana who do go to school are in danger of losing their mother tongue. The pressure to conform and speak Swahili or English is just too great. Of course, the young Turkana can't stay in their traditional villages and hide away forever. For the older generation, this is not really a dilemma. They have known no other way of life. But if their children don't embrace the possibilities of education and the change to become involved in the wider society, they are destined to remain on the periphery forever. Now, what is the solution to their problem? How can the Turkana people keep their language alive? Well, one of the key factors in preserving a language has been the creation of scripts. Thanks mainly to the work and help of Catholic missionaries, a standard Turkana orthography has been adopted. It is based on the Roman alphabet and is taught at the mission primary schools, as you can see over here. However, unless the Turkana language is adopted by the state system, it seems it's never going to provide a realistic alternative to Swahili. But the Turkana people have a strong, unique culture. Early explorers and British administrators must have felt intimidated when confronted by these uncompromising warrior people, and And it is that will undoubtedly help them preserve their language and traditions more than anything else.